It's time for the early bird minute. I hope my... Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't fix the audio. Oh god, no. How? Hey, Lyric. I'm sure you can hear me. The problem is I can hear me 30 seconds after I hear me. What in the world is going on? I try to do something new. I try to do something new. I'm scrolling through so many options. Did that do it? No, it didn't. Well, at this point, I might as well be live. And where did... Wait, why is there no audio from the game now? No, please don't do this to me. I am so utterly defeated by tonight already. Oh, it's because nothing was up. Oh, it's been a long day. Can you tell it's been a long day? Oh, man. So I get back. You know what? Headphones are coming off. The obvious fix here is that I don't need to monitor myself, actually. It's Tuesday, Lyric. It can't have been a long week yet. It can't have. We're on run 8. Okay. Do we have a funny name for run 8 today, at least? I'm sure there's a funny name out there. And then we will get to the fun of actually randomizing all the different mons we're going to see. It's going to be very... Oh, wait. No, I hit B. Okay. I've got little flippers on my controller that I can hard map to different buttons. And for Tears of the Kingdom, I hard mapped one of them to the B button for better jumping and running. So if I accidentally click it, that's the B button. I probably need to fix that at some point. While we are thinking of a fun name, I'm going to add in the tutorial catch. He is never random, so he will always be our friend, Lechonk. The only thing that we have in this world that is constant is life, is death, taxes, and Lechonk. You know what? Yeah, we'll name our guy Lechonk today. Let's do that. That won't be confusing at all. You know, he's always there when you need a friend. He's the guy at the bar in Cheers. You know, thank you for being a friend. Ooh-doo-doo. Travel down the road and back again. I forget the rest of that song. Ah, here we go. The open... Oh, by the way, before I forget, happy Pokemon Day. I hope you are just as abnormal about Pokemon today as I am. I watched the Pokemon Presents first thing this morning, and I nearly cried, because I always nearly cry at a Pokemon Presents, because it's very easy to make me cry. Fun fact about me, it's incredibly easy to make me cry. You never got super into Pokemon? Oh, Lyric, you poor sad little child. Not that you're a little child, but you know what I mean. Seriously, Pokemon is great. Even though this game, Scarlet and Violet, was a hot mess of a game, like just graphically. Even though graphically it is a hot mess, and I'll point that stuff out as it happens, every other element of this game is fantastic. It's so good. I mean, look at this guy. Look at Palmy here. Isn't he just the best thing ever? So the first issue I have with this game is there's 3 opening cutscenes. 2 or 3 opening cutscenes, depending on how you want to define it. This is number 1 that we're clicking through right now, where it's actually giving you the basis of the region and telling you about stuff. You get this nice moment, which is a callback to the first generation of games, which I actually love. And I think we could have been done here. But then we have to introduce the box legendary. If we don't introduce the box legendary... Oh, here's the college ad moment. Everyone knows this moment in a college ad where kids happily rush up to professors, which never happens. No one's ever happy. Okay, now here's cutscene 2, which introduces our box legendary. This is Miraidon, who is legitimately, in my opinion, the best legendary since Palkia, and Palkia was the best legendary since Kyogre, and Kyogre was the best legendary since Lugia. I have a bias. We can deal with it. I am a water trainer through and through. But we get this second cutscene, which harkens back to the opening of every Pokemon movie, which gives you these wonderful slice of lives. You get to see Pokemon in the wild as someone narrates for the parents who are very confused. And that's this cutscene. And he'll be done here in a minute, right after he flies over Blonde Jesus there. And he's gonna crash. There he is. And now you get what is arguably the third cutscene as we set up an establishing shot for our home. Thank you for the lurk, Lyric. I don't know if I set that up. I was like, well, I'm not affiliate. No one will care. And I love this game. I love it so much. But when you've replayed it so many times in such a short amount of time, you begin to notice glaring flaws, and it's so hard not to notice them. And I love the game so much. Like look right here. Look right here. On his bookcase, he's got these wonderful little stickers I can't zoom in on. I love those guys. I want them for myself. And right over here, he's got a Hoppip planter, which I love. Right? You can see his switch. It's the white OLED switch, which I do not have. This game broke with the tradition of like reading what you're using. Got to remember to pop into options here, set the text speed up, and skip cutscenes on, and that'll do it. The biggest problem I have with this game at this moment in time is that skip cutscenes only skips certain cutscenes, but it does take our 2.5 hour opening section down to 2 hours, which is helpful. Okay, I should explain Pokemon things since you don't know Pokemon things. This is Squovit. He's a squirrel. And he says Muncha. And that's it. That's Squovit. This is Mom. As in all Pokemon games, canonically hot. That's not my fault. That's the Pokemon Company's fault. I do love the architecture of this house. I know I complained about it the last run. But this run, I like the architecture more, and I don't know why. It is aesthetically pleasing. Except for that... I say that. Oh, wait! What is that little detail in the background? Is that Squovit running into the kitchen the moment Mom leaves the kitchen? Oh my gosh, I love that. Because all he wants to do is eat. So as soon as the kitchen is abandoned, he runs straight in. Oh my gosh, Squovit, I love you. You are my spirit animal. Just a chubby little squirrel. Also, Director Clavel has 100 plus Riz. Oh, he's back out when Mom comes back out. Interesting. He doesn't want to get caught. Secret squirrel style. I just realized he's got a Pokeball wall scroll on the wall, which is interesting. Because a Pokeball is just a tool in this universe. That's roughly equivalent to putting a wall scroll of a hammer on your wall and just being like, yup, hammers. I actually know several people who would love a poster of a hammer. Okay, that's going to be for Christmas. Naming me LeChuck is so silly. Okay, since we're going to be introduced to the starters here, I will run the randomizer. For the starters... Oh no! Oh no, Lyric! Oh no! I figured out what the problem was with the double audio. Oh no. I had my Twitch stream on in the background. And it was unmuted. I'm so bad at this. That's like the opposite of leaving yourself on mute. Oh my gosh. Okay, our starter is Quaxley. Okay. Semi-helpful. Depending on who else we pick up. But Quaxley is a good starter. Out of all three of these guys, arguably Fuecoco is the best early on. But you have to rely pretty heavily on good pickups for Fuecoco to work past the Bug Gym. Quaxley can't take on the Bug Gym by himself. So you're relying on the pickups early on for that, but Quaxley can get you past the first Titan, which is going to be the big issue. Oh, that means I can turn my output back on. Oh, and I can hear the game. Oh, everything I did actually worked. I was just too dumb not to monitor myself. Oh, and that explains why the audio was glitching out. Okay. I over-engineered a little bit trying to fix things, but that is okay. It all works. And now I can actually, like, adjust. Yeah, there you go. Now you can actually hear the Pokemon, and you can hear me. Because I can actually live mix for once. Oh, thank God. Now, Lechonk actually is kind of helpful in the bug gym if, and this is a very big if, we invest into him fast because we don't think our odds are very good of getting something better than Lechonk. If we invest into Lechonk enough, he can work, but only if he's the only guy we train. It's a big issue. Do we have a nickname for Quaxley? Do I hear a nickname? What do we name our little blue duck? Our Pompadour? Actually, now that I say it out loud, he even says Pom. Maybe we just name him Pompadour. You know what? We'll name him Pompadour. A-D-O-U-R. I can't enter the name Pompadour. Why not? If I add an E, can I use it? No. If I add an A... What in the world is going on here? It took Palm. I guess his nickname is Palm. Pokemon is a little silly like that sometimes. Okay, we will check his nature, see if we got a good nature this time. And then we will head off to the first rival fight, which I don't technically think we can lose. Now, I will say, they managed to make it to where no matter what starter Nimona gets, it really does fit her. Quaxley and Fuecoco fit her the most, Sprigatito the less, which is maybe why they gave her that green flash of hair, to try and make Sprigatito fit a little better. Oh, I forgot to check the nature. That's okay, we can check it after the battle. We'll just mark this one as mark this one as done. Man, her little arm guard is so cool. I want a little arm guard. Covers up my knuckles. That would go so hard. Like, that's gotta be something she custom made for herself, right? In order to fit her hand that well and her arm that well, has to be custom made. Nimona's parents are rich. Is it canon that Nimona is a 3D printer kid? You know what? I think that's my personal headcanon now. Nimona is a 3D printer kid. I don't care if Penny fits it better. I will say, Clavel does best with the little cat. He doesn't make any sense with Huecoco. He makes a little sense with Quaxley. But Clavel just makes the most sense with the cat. Alright, let's check that nature real quick. Actually gotta get through all the prompts. Open the map for the first time. Opening the menu for the first time. Alrighty. And his nature is lonely, which gives us more attack and less defense. That could be helpful because his defense is always negligible when we get to the gym anyway. So less defense could be okay here. We shall see. Okay, so we're going to pick up our tutorial cache of Lechonk and then randomize our first proper encounter of the game. And we will see what kind of a run we get. Yeah. Just give me my sandwich. So we have 4 pickups, I should say, before the bug gym. In order, we have Poco Path, Inlet Grotto, Southern Area 1, and then Southern Area 2. All of that happens before the bug gym. So we have a couple of great chances to pick up something good. In order, what I would like to see is Hoppip, Diglett, and Oricorio Electric. And after that, I'm not sure, actually. Maybe a Pikachu? Because there's a very easy Thunderstone grab, so we can get a Raichu very quickly. Or Bellabolt's pre-evolve form, also a Thunderstone. There's a very easy Thunderstone pickup that we can use to really get an edge out. Any of those mons would be great. Lechonk will not need a nickname today. There he is. He is not a shiny. Always the chance that this set one can be a shiny. Shock of all shocks, we caught him. Alright, we'll check his nature and generate the Poco Path encounter. Alright. Actually, I'll just roll the Poco Path encounter now. It is Hoppip. Thank God. this run is unbearable without one. You know, we'll eschew nicknames today. LeChonk's nature, we want a special attacking nature here. He's got more speed, less special defense, and gluttony on the berry. That could be something. He's naive. Not exactly what we were hoping for here. All right. Time to pick up some items and just grab the first Hoppip we see. Oops, not you. Sorry, sir, I did not mean to disrupt your sniffling and your snuffling. Please accept my apologies. Go find yourself some truffles. Sorry. Alright, Hoppip. Alrighty. He is a level 4 Hoppip, actually a little high for this area. Helps us with the training side of things, definitely. And what is his nature? That'll be the important part. Now, the reason Hoppip is so important is because at the bug gym, he will resist the bug type attacks. That's incredibly important for the first bug gym. Because there's a Teddy Ursa that uses Fury Cutter, and it's an insane thing. Alright. He's got more speed and less special attack, which is not great for a Hoppip. That makes him jolly. Alright. Up next, we'll have the Inlet Grotto. We'll generate that here in a moment when we get there. Gotta pick up a couple more items before we do. And Inlet Grotto only has 2 drops for us at this point. They are Diglett and Yungoos. Yungoos is useless for our purposes. It's an absolutely garbage mon this early on. We desperately need Diglett. Because the great thing Diglett can do is make sure we don't lose any mons to the next Nemona fight against her terrastalized Pommy. It's a stupid fight because we don't get to terrastalize. Which means she's got a huge power advantage over us, and you do lose a couple of mons to that one. Just invariably. Especially if you accidentally play it wrong. Which it's if you don't know your damage calcs, which I'm not really sure of the damage calcs on every single mon you can catch up to this point, it can get a little sketchy. Pick up this item. So like this, for example, does not count as a cutscene. Why? We've talked at length about my personal theories as to why, but I don't have a good answer. Even if I had a mod that took out the like first 20 minutes of gameplay and just spit you out at Poco Path at the tutorial catch, that would still only get our start time down to like an hour 40. It's not a great time save. And him eating the sandwich doesn't count. I don't know, man. We'll take this moment to pull up Inlet Grotto. And the Inlet Grotto is Young Goose. Young Goose. Gosh darn it. At least we could sacrifice Young Goose on the altar of Nemona's Pommy. We can at least do that. Unless we get something better from South Area 1. Now, South Area 1 has a huge list of mons that it could be. An absolutely ginormous list. So, you know, odds are a little better. Well, I say odds are a little better. The big danger of South Area 1 is it's full of baby Pokemon, which are notoriously hard to train, very weak, and usually level up by high friendship Pokemon. So, yeah, it's a little rough to work with. If we get a baby Pokemon, we can consider the run practically over. Unless we can pull out something with Hoppip. Now, the best way to bring this back is Oricorio Yellow, because Oricorio Yellow comes with electric typing, which would resist that Pommy. Just make the game a little easier overall. Alright, let's catch this guy. And we'll get the nature off of him and see if he's helpful at all. Alright, so Young Goose is level 2, which is already not great. We would hope for a slight... Oh, right, I can't open the menu till I'm out of this. We would hope for a slightly higher roll in this area. For example, like that guy... Oh, he's level 2 as well, that's not great. What about this Diglett? Is he a slightly better roll? He's a level 3 Diglett. So it is possible to get like a level higher. Level 3 Young Goose, yeah. So normally we would hope for a slightly higher roll. It's okay we didn't get it. That's really just min-maxing on my part, where it's like, you know, if I have to have the worst stuff, I'm trying to figure out the best way to use it. At this point, my thinking is we pour the levels into Hoppip. It won't hit Skiploom before the... Does it hit Skiploom before the gym? The gym is what, level 15? Yeah, I think it evolves level 16, if I'm remembering correctly. So that... Either way, first form starters. Like, this is not a Lechonk situation at all. Not even close. Because we have Hoppip. Both Hoppip and Quaxley are going to be useful here. You know, let's look at the bug gym in depth. Maybe I'm missing something. Nimble with Struggle Bug and Double Kick. Double Kick can be a little bit harsh. I mean, that's a 75 power base move, 30 power base move, 90 power, 60 power. So the strat with Quaxley is to use Work Up a bunch. Work Up is a move that increases your attack and special attack both by 1 stage. We've tried it before with 3 stages, and it was not enough to one-hit the Teddiursa. If you don't one-hit the Teddiursa and you don't outspeed it, then all of that setup is for nothing. And Teddiursa's speed is a little insane. It's 40. So if we don't outspeed Nimble, we know we don't outspeed Teddiursa. That's the problem I'm looking at right now. And Hoppip, unfortunately, doesn't get any moves like Work Up. We can teach it Aerial Ace, which will have Stab because of the flying. Oh, I forgot to check what Hoppip's Terrastalize is. If Hoppip Terrastalizes flying, we are actually in a much better position than we usually are. But it has to be Terrastalized flying. Alright, let's check some natures. First, Grass Terra type. Okay, never mind. And Yungoos has more special attack and less speed with the Strong Jaw ability, so he is quiet. Wow, what a bad Yungoos. Just terrifically bad, actually. What attacks? Splash, Tackle, Tail Whip. Okay. Yeah, we got to do this fight with Quaxley against Arven coming up here. And then we can start to use Hoppip after it's learned some actual attacking moves. There are a couple of South Province pickups that I would personally love, but would be super ineffective against the Bug Gym. For example, Ralts. Ralts is a really excellent mod, but has a glaring weakness to Bug. Now, Hoppip does have the advantage of learning all the powders, including Sleep Powder. Sleep is always a broken condition. But that would really depend on us tanking a shot from Teddiursa, not missing the Sleep Powder, and then we get a couple of free turns to whack on it, which would be great. Now, this fight with Arven is so not important, it's not even mentioned in the walkthrough. Because he's just got a little squirrel. It's like level 3. It's literally nothing. Oh, level 5. Forgive me, Squilvit. Yungoos had less speed, right? Yeah, less speed. I was just thinking, if he outspeeds Teddiursa later on, we could sacrifice him to Teddiursa in order to get a defense drop on him. Not sure if that's worth it, though. There he goes, to be angsty off in the great wide wonder. As much as I rag on this scene for being look at JPEGs of trees, the music here is very good. Alright, ladies and germs, it is time to generate the South Province Area 1 encounter that will make or break this run at this point in time. And it is Bonsly. Oh god, no! Not the cutest and most useless mon in the game. Bonsly, the Mimic Pokemon. That's what it does. Mimics. It's a rock type, so it theoretically could be helpful against the Bug Gym. Theoretically. Have you learned a move yet? Splash, Tackle, Tail Whip. You'll be fine. So we have to go find a Bonsly to catch. And that's our catch. That's gonna be our team. I wonder how fast Bonsly learns good moves. It's gonna have such a low HP anyway. I don't even know why I'm considering it. The problem is Bonsly is one of my favorite Pokemon ever. Like, I just love Bonsly to death, and it's gonna be so useless here, and I hate that for him. If he evolved into Sudowoodo with any speed, it would be fantastic. Ouch. Oh wait, never mind. Bug does neutral damage against Hoppip. In which case, we gotta see which between Quaxly and Hoppip has the better stats. It's gonna be Quaxly. And it should be Quaxly leading us into battle, unfortunately. The extra speed on Hoppip. You know what, we'll keep Hoppip front and center for now. The sleep powder pickup will be so uber important. Man, I gotta pick up Bonsly. It feels like a wasted opportunity. Unless he learns something like Rock Tomb insanely fast, it feels like a missed opportunity. I'm actually a little worried right now. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, we take him out. I got a little worried, because if we got crit right there, that would have been the end of Hoppip, which would have been very anticlimactic for us. But he now learns Absorb, so we'll be fine. There's some Fido out in the plains. Alright, explain Pokemon Centers to me like I'm 5. Actually, do we get Rock Tomb as a TM? I should probably double check the TMs, right? Mud Slap. All the different kinds of fangs. If anyone could learn... Young Goose can learn Fire Fang, you say? I don't have any materials for this. But something to keep in mind, it seems. Air Cutter, not helpful. Okay. What in the world would even be the materials for Fire Fang? I completely forget. Is it Litleos? The problem is we're not allowed to grind on wild mods, so we can't get those materials. Unless you're allowed to buy them. Oh. Wait, no, that's stuff I already have. That's selling. I can't buy them. Nuts. But I can't just grind Litleos for the Fire Fangs. That is illegal by the rule set. Man, Fire Fang is the thing we need. That actually take... Because not only is it a fire type move, super effective against Bug, Young Goose has the Strong Jaw ability. Oh my gosh, you can find Yellow Oricorio right here. I spent an hour looking for it the first time. It could just spawn here in this tiny flower patch. Screw you, Yellow Oricorio. That's such a rare spawn. I hate you. Alright, we gotta find a Bonsly. I've seen him out in this big field before. There he is. He's running away. I will catch him. He's level 7. That's actually pretty helpful. Catching a slightly higher level Mon. Alright, he's caught. If he has an even slightly helpful move, I will take it. Bonsly, the bonsai Pokemon. From its eyes, it can expel excess moisture from its body. This liquid is similar in composition to human sweat. That's why all Bonsly no fake tears. Alright. Tell me about yourself, little guy. He's a rock. Fake tears, copycat, and flail. Rockhead, so he can't take recoil damage. Neutral nature. Very low speed, high attack, high defense. He is bashful. A neutral is not actually that bad. And his stats are actually really, really good if we could get him to evolve. Now, a friendship evo means we run around until he's ready to evolve. Because Pseudo-Wudo is the only way we get through this gym. So I'm going to go out of my way to get items I normally don't get. And we're also going to use him in battle, because he's our best option at the moment. Now I'm using him in battle against this trainer because I am completely sure this Bond Suite only knows Splash. It can't damage. Special defense stat, really. Flail is better the more HP I have. 26 is actually not a terrible amount of HP. He's just really weak, so this will take a minute. Right, all it knows is play nice and splash. So it's just kind of a nightmare to battle. It takes a little while. But here's the thing. It's already got our attack down to like 1 or 2. So, yeah. Diminishing returns on his part. He can't really lower our attack anymore. He technically can. But it's not like we're going to do less damage. And we can always crit. Great crit, Bonsly. Love that for you. We are going to end up giving most of the levels to Hoppip, because the odds we actually get... Let me double check, actually, how to evolve Bonsly, to make sure I'm thinking about this the right way. Oh, okay. Bonsly is not a friendship. Bonsly evolves into Pseudo-Wudo after learning Mimic at level 16. So he cannot be Pseudo-Wudo before the Bug Gym. He will turn into Pseudo-Wudo immediately after the Bug Gym. So Hoppip is still our best choice. Hoppip and Quaxley. Until we get to South Province Area 2. In the meantime, we have to get through Nemona's Palmy at this fight. Her Palmy is only level 9, and this is not a level capped fight, so we can move past level 9, which is great because it's necessary. It only knows the move Thundershock, but Thundershock here is an 80 power base move because it's not only getting the stab bonus, it's also getting the electric terastalize bonus. And it's a nightmare, especially if you get bad paralyze luck. I have lost entire teams to this Palmy. And both of our aces at the moment are weak to it. Bonsly would probably be the best choice against Palmy. But I it wouldn't be super helpful. Because, especially because Thundershock is special. So, like, we can pull up the comparison board here. And see who, like, stats-wise, speed matches up the best. Honestly, Lechonk has the best special defense that is not weak to it. Maybe we make Lechonk our ace for this first fight. Actually, when I think about that, that's actually our best move. Lechonk might be the secret ace to this first Nemona fight. He is so reliable. I believe. What we need is Lechonk to learn Echoed Voice here within a few levels. Because Echoed Voice becomes more powerful the more consecutive turns you use it. So we just use Lechonk for this entire fight. It gets off a couple of Echoed Voices against Fuecoco. And then by the time Palmy comes out, Echoed Voice is at something ridiculous like 100 power, and we can two-shot Palmy. That's the idea. I don't know if it'll work entirely, but it should work for the most part, and that's what I'm going with. And we'll pick up the Thunder Shock from this guy. Or Thunder Wave, I should say. Important difference, Thunder Wave doesn't do damage. There's one more trainer down this route, which is great because Lechonk needs more levels. And then there's another couple of trainers off in the greater Area 1. Normally I don't hit these trainers, because normally I don't need them. But I have been so split about what to do with this upcoming fight that our levels are way too spread out at the moment. So I do need to hit him up. Oh, that's right, the Sculpin yawns. Actually, that means it's an excellent chance for me to bring out Bonsly as well. Well, Bonsly doesn't need the friendship anymore, so we can share this with Hoppip, I guess. Or we could just, because it's just Gulpin, we can just get through the sleep. Unless we get just awful sleep luck. There we go. Good job, Lechonk. Proud of you. The worst part about having to grind this part of the game is we do not yet have unlocked our mount. So it's a little bit more difficult for us to work here. Okay, you've got 2 Pokemon. Let me see them. I forgot you were here, kid. Azurill. Okay, we can work with that. No, don't give my pig a bath. Houndour, you say? This kid's actually got some decent mons. Ooh, big crit on that Ember. At least it wasn't a burn. Ooh, a defense drop? If it's got tackle or bite, that could be a problem. But it probably won't one-hit me from 14. And it's just using Ember anyway, so... The Leer was useless! Huzzah! There's no trainer standing over here, right? I don't think so. Chonk's only level 7, so yeah, we need to find a couple more trainers. I know there are some off in this direction, though I legitimately forget how strong they are. So hopefully I don't accidentally run into one that's too strong. But this is, you know, starting area. Nothing too crazy should be out here. Come out wherever you are, trainers. The TM for Protect, which technically could be helpful against Teddiursa, but practically not really. Come on, I know they're out here somewhere. There's one guy by the ruins, right? Also would have loved to pick up the Flamingo. He would have been a great pickup. He's a single form, so he's got better stats than most. Bunch of here he is. Yes, hello, you. Can I beat you up? Yes, you have Squawkabilly. Very good for you. Oh, Intimidate. That's kind of big out the gate, actually. Ooh, level 7. Okay. Same level and will actually give us decent experience. Let's go. Oh, he's mimicking my tail whip. That's not great. Oh, and he knows quick attack? Well, we're probably going to have to switch out here. 2 attack drops. 2! Doesn't mean we don't have to switch out quite yet. Okay, yeah, after that tail whip, we definitely have to switch out. Any attack, if he quick attacks us again, it would be done. So let's give this to... No, not Hoppip, I don't think. We'll give it to Quaxley. And that should be it. Everybody got to level up. Quaxley gets wing attack, which will be necessary for the bug gym. Unfortunately, no same type attack bonus. Makes it a little weak. Lechonk gets echoed voice like we need it to. Bonsly learns rock throw that early. Pivot, hard pivot. Hard pivot back to Bonsly for the bug gym. But Lechonk getting echoed voice is just enough for Pommy, most likely. He's still 1 level down. I'd like to find 1 more trainer. I'm sure there's 1 more trainer somewhere over here. I remember there being a guy. Oops. Nope. Didn't want to go down here. Well, am I stuck? No, I can get out over there. Okay. You know, I'm always complaining about bad pickups, but at least we've never randomized into Magikarp. There's some bad stuff out there, but none of it is Magikarp. That's something to be thankful for. Okay, but yeah, Bonsly learning Rock Throw this early is actually huge. Because Rock Throw... is a 50 power, 90 accuracy rock-type move that is physical, so it's taking advantage of that huge attack stat that Bonsly has. Bonsly is also by far our best defensive mon, and should have a resistance to bug types. Oh, there's a trainer. All of that combined means that he is by far the best choice for the bug gym we've got. Oh, man. The strongest of South Area 1. I don't think we can take him. I was really hoping for 1 more trainer, but if we have to fight Nemona like this... Oh my gosh, we have Rock Blast. That's actually huge. It is physical. Power's 25, but that's 25 between 2 to 5 times. So Rock Blast will always be as effective as Rock Throw because it is guaranteed 2 hits, and usually will be at least a little bit more effective. It's just a great move for Bonsly to have. And we do have an Oran Berry we can give it for that fight. Just overall, we have to get past Nemona here, but I feel like we're in a great position for the Bug Gym. There is still one more pickup we have to get before the Bug Gym, and a bunch of trainers before then, so we can get our level up and everything. And then right after the Bug Gym, Bonsly is useless, because the next Titan is a Rock type, and then the next gym after that is a Grass gym. So Bonsly's usefulness is very short-lived in this run. Later on, Sudowoodo might become a very helpful mod, but not for the immediate future after the Bug Gym, which is a little rough. I'm so glad I found Rock Blast when I did. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go face this Nemona fight, get through the rest of the opening cutscenes, and then we're off to the races with the game. Alright, Lechonk, pull us through this Nemona fight, please. Please don't die here, Lechonk. If you don't die here, that would be fantastic. Hello, Frey Coco. Alright, so we're gonna set up hard into Echoing Voice. Like I mentioned earlier, it will give us a greater attack every time we use it. May not have seemed very effective, but you'll see it gets strong very fast. Oh, I do not like how much damage Frey Coco is doing. Big crit. Oh, we're not going to be faster than Pommy. Okay, useless defense drop. Helpful. Alright, we got 3 built up. Please. There's no way we outspeed Pommy. 0% chance. Yes, Hoppip, you can learn Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder is actually great for you. Oh, no, I actually wanted to switch there. Because Lechonk's gonna die here. Pommy can only Thunder Shock, and his Thunder Shock can only be strong. So no matter what we do, I think Lechonk is dead here. It's not gonna hang on by like 1 HP, I don't think. Like, I don't think there's a damage range that works here at all, unfortunately. But we will see. Thank you for your service, Lechonk. You were useless. Literally, if we had not used you, it would have been the same exact result. Okay, Hoppip, Sleep Powder, hope we don't get one-hit KO. We don't outspeed. Oh, the grass resistance. Oh, we should have led with Hoppip. Please don't be paralyzed. Big Sleep Powder. I completely forgot about the grass resistance. We can set up a bunch of tail whips and then switch into Bonsly. Oh, we're paralyzed. Oh, we don't outspeed next turn. We have to blind switch into somebody. Young Goose is the only thing we can afford to lose. Hoppip gets knocked out. The next turn it's sent out. Bonsly is the only guy left on the board who could possibly do it. Young Goose, you've got no chance, but I'm sorry. You're going to die a valiant death. This is why we need that Diglett. Why? Why is this fight so unnecessarily hard for a Nuzlocke? Alright. Bonsly, Rock Blast, Best Hope. Please don't get paralyzed. That was half damage. Don't miss. Don't. This is going to be another full team clear from Nemona's Pommy. Here we go, folks. The full team clear. Nothing we can do at all. The paralyzed luck, the amazing power of this Pommy, it's just too much. It doesn't matter what we do. I think that makes a decision that any run where we don't get a Diglett has to be a reset run. There's just no other way to go about this. If we get the water starter and then don't get a Diglett, that's a reset. If we get the fire starter, maybe we get through this. If we get the grass starter, we can get through this. But there is no scenario where we start Quaxley, don't get Diglett, that we get past this fight without a different electric mon showing up. Damn it. Well, that was an hour 25 of my time. I've got 2 hours on the weeknights. This is well established. I am going to raid us out. I'm going to raid us out. We're done. We are done for tonight. Who's on? Who's on that I want to raid? Let me take a look-see here. Nane's on. Domo is on. He's doing his no-hit Elden Ring run. He's gonna be the second guy ever to do it. We're gonna raid him, and we're gonna tell him. It's become a running meme when I raid him now, and it's good. Rip Quaxley. We will tell this man to rip Quaxley. There is your message. There is your raid message, everybody. My aching heart. All right, well, that'll be in the stream. We'll be back Thursday. We'll write some poetry and read some Dracula, or read some Dracula and write some poetry. That's the same thing twice. But either way, I will see you guys on Thursday. Good night, everybody. Happy Pokemon Day.